Okay, so I won't lie. It's 11:10 p.m. at night and I couldn't sleep. So I said to myself, screw it. Let's give you a tour of my town. So lately I've been playing this on my free time and um playing this in the realm of my friends because him and his girlfriend are playing this and he said, "Hey, let's invite the friends, the boys over." And yeah, I'm here now. I don't know what's going on there. One of them was trying to make a railroad system in the sky. Also, yeah, like I said, I've been streaming this on Twitch, so if you guys want to see what's going on, what I do for my builds and stuff, you can come and check it out on Twitch. And yeah, let's get started the tour. It's not gonna be much. It's still a work in progress, but we'll get to it. So as you can see, first things first, we got a gate here. I did look this up on how to make a gate, a functioning redstone gate, and I'm honestly pretty happy with this. Personally, I am personally happy with this. Oh yeah, don't ask about the skeleton horses. I don't know what my dumb luck was, but I gave away some and I still have some extra ones, so it's like, okay, well, I'll just keep them here. This is their home now. But yeah, so we have some stables hanging out here, so if the other players in this realm ever wanted to come over here and hang out, right there, park their horses right up in this side. I'm still working up some spots. These are little, just decorative things, little shops. I'm going to change some things up later on in the future. This one might be changed. It's like some simple houses here for villagers later on in the future. This one I looked up as a building idea because, let's be honest, as much as I like to build, I'm not that good of a builder personally. Not because of that, but it's more because creativity is not complete my strong suit. I can definitely make this happen. But when it comes to stuff like this thing behind me, I give credit to those who can build stuff like this. I just kind of borrowed someone's idea and be like, okay, this looks pretty nice. I'll put it here. I like it. It looks pretty cool. It's not done yet. I did change some things of this person's skit, only because I want the villagers to have their own little beds. And, you know, just whenever they're... I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I think it's just because I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm saying. This is just there because once I get villagers in this whole town, they can start doing their own thing and I'll be like, alright, I'm the mayor of this town, I'll take care of them. This is still a work in progress. I'm not done with this yet. Only because lately I've been doing other stuff and I wanted to do this on my free time or when I'm streaming. Probably a recording, who knows, you never know. Still have the extra resources here, so I'll probably get to work on this later on in the future. And it's nighttime. Let me see, is there a bed over here I can use? There is. I put a bed down just in case whenever I was building stuff. Now let's go over here fast. This is where the lower level of this town is going to be. I did think about putting some of the small stands or like houses of some sorts here so they can have like little fishing spots. And also a working like an passable, like not passable, but like, what am I saying like? I said that 3 times. Making a river system or like where... I did it again! I said like. How many likes is that now? I don't know. Tex is probably tracking that stuff because she likes to track things of what I do, either funny or not. Anyways, so some of the people here have houses or such things near the waters or somewhere close by, so if they ever want to just ride their boats in, they can. So this would be like an accessible thing for them. I like this personally just because it looks cool, and thinking like how some of the kingdoms or castles or villages or such had stuff like this blocking out potential, you know, and people who would enter, stuff like that. But anyways, my house is right here. Nothing special. Nothing too serious, nothing too crazy. I'll show some of that after I'm done with the exterior and everything of this village. So I did put staircases here so that people can be able to go down the stairs up and down. Here, when we cross over to the other side, right here's the fishing house for them. Yep. Over here, I'm still trying to figure out what should go here. Some of this should have like little houses just because here. I'm not sure yet. I'm still trying to figure that out. Only because this book I have right here is what I'm working on. What homes are going to be there. And the amount of villagers and such are going to be staying in this town. The fact that I made up to at least this many is going to be a pain to make happen. But either it'll be done on my free time, either done Twitch, or potentially on YouTube videos, depending on what happens. Now as for this side, this is where the outside is working on. I'm right now working on this. I was working on this stuff lately. So we're gonna have farmers living out here along with the other workers, like the masons, the Fletchers, the butchers, and the leather workers. But there's a lot of work to be done. This wall is partially done, only because I only wanted to make the wall first, so it's out of the way. And I know exactly where I'm gonna do and what I'm gonna do to build stuff. This might be a staircase, I'm not sure yet. Like I said, work in progress, working times. Slow and steady wins the race is what they say. Or Rome wasn't built in a day kind of thing. So this is my home. Yes, you can hear the clickety clackety. Tex is gonna go ape crazy about this only because she doesn't like the clacking.
It's time to stop!
It's a redstone system that I worked on myself. So as you can see, the signs, regular furnace and then blast furnace. Anything that's regular like stone or such like that can go in here. And I have it separated. Going to the blast furnace is where all the ores go. And if we were to go down here, this is where all the redstone works is going on back there. And then in here is going to be where all the, what's it called? The cobblestone. I don't know why I stuttered. Cobblestone, all those sorts. And then over here, the ores. And here's where the water is pushing all the such items upwards, going into another hopper system, going over here somewhere, reaching all the way here, going into this barrel. Complicated, sure. Why did I make it complicated? Because honestly, I got lazy putting it inside manually and going back to grab it manually. Personally. Still getting some things done. This one I kind of borrowed from my neighbors over there. They have so many of this stuff. My little bed area I sleep. This is my counter of how many of these pillagers I got rid of. My reward for finishing my friend's war room. This was originally my storage room back then, like before I completely finished, I think, emptying this whole plate. Oh no, that's right. I'm changing this into a storage room for food. So I can stack all my food supply up here. And then down here, where this lovely guy is living, is where he's working on this storage room. Only problem is, though, is because I'm not completely done adding all the necessary things inside here. I don't want him to accidentally start putting stuff in places he shouldn't be. Like this, there's like open spots in here, open spots, open, nope. But you get the idea. Some of these things don't have what it's supposed to, and then some of them do. Some of them have open slots. This is the nether items. I haven't done anything in the nether lately because I've been so fixated on building my town. And we got this little guy. I haven't given him a name yet. I want to give him a name, but I don't know what to name him. Wait, do I even have a name tag? Yep. I got a name tag. Actually, I'll leave it here for now until we can get a name for him. And I've realized after the update came in, I was like wondering, how can I keep him alive without him rusting on me? You put honeycomb into the guy, including his chest. I mean, it wouldn't matter with the chest, but with him, he would start to slowly rust up. But because I put honeycombs in this lovely thing, he's not going to be rusting anytime soon. Ain't that right, buddy? I know I don't have any items for you right now, only because I like to organize my inventories. I'm sorry, bud. Soon. Soon. And yeah, that's there. And then, oh, my fabulous looking mine shaft that I have of my own. So there is more places to explore, but I'll show you the one that I've been using lately. So this is my deep slate mine, where I go ahead and collect deep slate and deep slate alone. And if I were to need anything else like cobblestone, I will make another mine shaft of some sort to start collecting more of that. It looks like here, I believe I've started collecting a scrap ton of... What the heck is this? Oh right, I forgot. I saw this one day and I was like, huh, I wonder where this takes me to. And I was like, oh, I never bothered looking in here after that. I just went completely straight to work. Oh, okay, fell in a hole. Look at that gold. But yeah, my deep slate mine, whenever I need to collect some of these slate that I need to build roofs or walls. All the necessary things. It doesn't look like my chests came down. That's not good. Oh, they did. They just came down halfway. Hold on, I'm just gonna carefully... There you go. Oh, okay. I guess I'm walking up. Wait, no! Okay, here we go again.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Let's see. What am I missing? No. Oh, definitely no. Oh, thank you. Thank you, donkey. What should I name? I gotta figure out a name for you, too. You and the mule that I found not too long ago. So let's see. I wonder if I might have enough cobblestone to make the walls at least. Let's find out. Okay, first one's gone. Let's get to work on this. Whoop. If anyone's wondering why I'm like not sleeping at this time right now, it's only because my friend invited me over to his place for a movie night, and I was like, alright, cool. I have no problem with that, only because he had a new speaker set that he wanted to give freaking mess around with. And I told him, alright, I'll be over soon. So as soon as we went over to check out his speaker set, it's pretty cool. He mentioned a movie we were all gonna watch. Now here's the funny part. My editor told me about this one movie called The Long Walk. It's I think many of you guys already know it. It's a Stephen King's book that someone made it into a movie, and I'm like, oh shoot, okay, another Stephen King's, let's go. Let's give a gamble, let's see how this goes. We watched it, and I never thought I'd cry. Yeah, that movie mentally and freaking emotionally screwed me over. Wow. It just hit hard, man. It just really hit me so hard. It's pretty much a movie and a book about, in America, somewhere taken in no, it doesn't say 1917. I'm trying to remember what timeline this was in. But it was somewhere back then where apparently people were being very lazy during this time after the war. And there is this thing called the Long Walk. Now, it's a lottery system. It's a by choice thing. They can decide if they want to participate in this long walk. And when they do, they are to walk miles. And they never estimated how far. They just said, you're going to walk until you're the last one standing. Now, at first I was thinking like, okay, that's pretty crazy. They're going to like give you a ticket, they said. I was like, all right, you got 3 warnings. First warning, third warning, no. Dude, I don't know. I'm still baffled at what happened in that movie. It was just crazy. They said that in the walk you have 3 warnings because you got to stay at a limit of 3 miles an hour. Walking, just walking. You're not running, you're not sprinting, you're not jogging, you're not even like pacing yourself. You're just walking. You cannot slow down. You cannot speed up. You must stay within between 3 to 3.5 miles an hour. And because of that, if you were to stop for a second to like tie your shoes, take a minute to breathe, they'll give you warnings. Your first warning, they'll make sure you start walking. Second warning, they'll make sure you start walking. Third warning, you better pray you start walking. And then next thing you know, they will, quote unquote, their terms, give you a ticket, is what they said. Now in my mind, I thought, oh, so they get kicked out. They don't get the reward because they failed. No. If you stop and you get 3 warnings and you do not pass those 3 warnings, you get unalived. Oh my goodness. It was the most brutal thing I've ever seen. I'm like, they went hard on these guys. So freaking crazy. I won't go too far into the context of the movie. All I'm gonna say is that it mentally and emotionally got me. But I will say that this was a really good freaking movie. Man, there was one point in the movie that I started to cry because there was the one character I thought was pretty cool and part of the team and everything. They call themselves the Musketeers, and like, man, that's so fucking adorable, man. Oh my goodness. Excuse my language, sorry. I'm just, but man, the one guy. Oh, I just couldn't get him off my head after I was like, no, why him, man? He's such a good guy. He was like, he just kept going. He kept trying. He was a believer. He says, you know, like God. And now I know for a fact that when I started seeing this movie, there was no, there wasn't any main characters. That is for sure. As soon as I saw the movie started, I was like, okay, they're talking about, they showed this one guy, only one guy from the beginning of the movie. You see him with his mom, this and that, you know, it happens, and then next thing you know, he has to go on his walk because he volunteered. Now, as soon as the movie starts, you see people who they start talking together, they start hanging out together in this walk. You'll start to think like, oh, he's gonna be the one that survives all of this, right? I'm not gonna tell you who's the main character. I'm not gonna say anything about it. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm just gonna say this movie was crazy, like good crazy, and it emotionally made me cry in one certain scene. And hearing everyone's story, hearing everyone's part, understanding the characters of the movie and seeing them having to do this walk. They didn't have to, they volunteered to do it, but it was crazy. It felt sad, it felt intense, it felt emotional because of all the connections they had together, constantly walking. Man. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking about it. I'm sorry. I'm so surprised about that movie today. Or tonight. It is right now November 8th, 2025 that I watched this. When this video goes out, it's not gonna be that date. But you guys will now know because I just told you.